Welcome to Dudets and any other genders I forgot to mention. Mesro here, and today I'm going to be showing you a mod I'm developing for Stellaris. So, as you can see, Infinity Stones, 6 of them. I just want to talk about each of the stones, their effects, and any other miscellaneous facts about them that I've developed so far. Now, let's start with the Power Stone. So, as you can immediately notice, the Power Stone is red. That's because in the comics, the Power Stone is red, and currently we're using the comic book colors for them. I will either I did make a decision, not a decision, an event that fires at the beginning of the game that allows you to choose the color of the stones. However, that is not currently implemented in this version due to the fact that you can't actually obtain the stones because I haven't coded that bit in yet. So Power Stone, as you can see, gives you plus 30% energy credits, pretty standard. And if you activate it for 100 influence, with that sound effect that I had to rip from Infinity War, it now gives you the Power Stone modifier, which gives you plus 40% damage and all that other rubbish, army damage, etc. And it also allows you, if I click on a fleet, to do Power Stone Orbital Bombardment, which does basically double the strength of Armageddon Bombardment. So, this stone is probably, at first glance, looks like the most powerful, but you'll quickly see later on that some of the other stones are more powerful. Next is the Time Stone. As you can see, it gives you a passive research boost of plus 10%, and it unlocks a decision on planets. So go to planets, scroll down, time stone acceleration. Some might say this is overpowered due to the fact that it gives you 100% pop growth, but considering you can only use it on one planet, it's not super powerful. I've seen more powerful effects. I originally was going to make it empire-wide, and then I realized how insane that was. But we'll talk about insane modifiers for the stones in a minute. Next is the Reality Stone. Now, the Reality Stone is quite simple. Passively, it gives you plus 30% minerals, but if you activate it, it gives you 2 terraforming options depending on which type of empire you're playing. So if you're playing a regular empire, you get Reality Stone Terraforming, which turns the planet into a Gaia world. Or, as you saw, you have the other option for 50 influence to convert it into a Ecomonopolis. If you're playing a machine empire, it gives you the option to turn your planet into a machine world. And if you're playing a hive mind, it gives you the option to convert your planet into a hive world. The effects of the stones will also give you plus 4 districts to make your planet slightly better. That's especially useful for machine worlds and hive worlds. In terms of balance, I have a feeling that this stone is slightly more balanced than the others due to the fact that although Gaia worlds are very good, giving you 100% habitability on every planet for every race, the Ecomonopolis is extremely good. However, you do have to have other planets to support the Ecomonopolis. The fourth stone on our list is the Soul Stone. The Soul Stone allows you to spawn a governor, a scientist, or an admiral or a general. So if I spawn a scientist and go to leaders, it spawns a level 10 leader with one random trait and the trait Soulborn, which you can see does that. And also you have the bonus of it also they're being level 10. Now they're also old, so if they lose the Soul Stone, they die pretty much immediately, which is an intended effect because I could have scripted it so they just died automatically, or I can make it do it this way. The Soul Stone gives you the passives of plus 10% unity output, plus 1,000 years leader lifespan, and minus 25% leader upkeep. The reason it gives you 1,000 leader lifespan is basically because you can now commune with the souls of the dead, so basically death is meaningless because you can just speak to them. And although they don't have a corporal form, they can still speak to you, if that makes sense. And here's just a quick look at what the other Soulborn traits do. It is also worth mentioning that hive minds and machine intelligences cannot use the Soul Stone. The second to last stone is the Mind Stone. Now, the Mind Stone is very overpowered, let's say, so I had to put a lot of debuffs on it to make it less powerful. Passively, it gives you an Empire Opinion bonus of 100. Every stone does this, except most of the other stones give you minus 100, whereas the Mind Stone is the only one that gives you a bonus. It also gives you plus 2 influence, which means you can activate your stones faster, I guess. Trust growth plus 100% and trust cap. These, I guess, can be useful depending on what type of game you're playing. Now, the active effects, you can see it gives you a lot of bonuses. Basically, makes everyone really, really, really happy. Activating it, as you can see, gives you 100% stability. Every planet in your empire. Now, you're probably thinking, well, that's not that powerful. Well, this gives you a flat 30% increase to output of every job. So that's alloys and now get 30% increase. Research gets a plus 30% increase. Unity gets a plus 30% increase. And this is insane how powerful this could be. Now, this is probably still not balanced, even though I have reduced some of the bonuses. But as you can see here, it gives you the stone also gives you a minus 35% research speed and unity output. Now, this doesn't balance out because although you're getting a 30% increase on the planet, minus 35% does not equate to 5%. In total, it equates to around 15% in total, just due to the way research is calculated in the game. So it's roughly slightly worse research, but considering you're getting 30% output for every resource in your empire, this is still very powerful. After the Mind Stone has finished its duration, you will get the event Outrage of using the Mind Stone. This is basically your population does not like being mind controlled for 10 years and basically have some backlash against you. So for the next roughly year, it is random. You will receive 33% happiness, minus 50% growth speed, and minus 1000% government ethics attraction. Unless you use the Mind Stone again in this time, this will result in the death of your leader. Like the Soul Stone, the Mind Stone cannot be used by hive minds and machines due to the fact they're all of one mind. The last stone is the Space Stone. Now this is very situational compared to all the other stones. Although it does give you a flat 50% sublight speed bonus and a plus 20% evasion bonus and a really good minus 15% jump drives bonus, these bonuses do not compare to the bonus of all the other stones. However, if you have jump drives, it does give you 1000% jump giant rage, which is very good. Activating the stone will allow you to jump across the entire map in one go. As you can see, I've now transported from my home system in the bottom left of the map to the top right of the map. The increased speed also means on the smallest galaxy, a Corvette can navigate the entire map in around 700 days. This is because with the side jump drive, you get a minus 80% charge time, plus an additional 15% from the stone, equates to basically being able to jump out of the system as soon as you arrive. Like I said, extremely situational. I guess you could technically use the emergency FDL damage and combat disengagement chance to escape with a losing battle, but it's not as useful as all the other stones. However, it can be extremely effective to jump behind enemy lines. That's basically everything I've done on the mod so far. If you want to know anything else, just leave a comment, and also leave a comment with your suggestions and I'll make a follow-up video talking about them. If you want the most up-to-date info with the mod, I have a Discord in the description where I regularly update information about the mod, even though it's just me on it by myself. I'll also be making more videos about the mod and its features in the future. Obviously, as you can see on screen, I've done the snap, I just haven't actually implemented the gauntlet yet. But I will be making a video. Obviously, the gauntlet isn't as simple as just adding the snap. I want to make it more in depth. I want to, if you know the War in Heaven event, I want to do something like that for the gauntlet. And I also don't forget to like and subscribe because that's very important apparently on YouTube. And I look forward to the balancing of the universe with you. Ecomonopolis. Ecomonopolis? However you say it. The Ecomonopolis is, and much powerful Ecomonopolis. I'm never going to say that right, by the way. Don't make me try. Ecomonopolis is Ecomonopolis. I can't remember what to say now. It made me realize how much more powerful Ecomonopolis. It made me realize how much more powerful Ecomonopoli are compared to machine worlds and hive worlds, just due to the fact that these produce all this.